Today, well, not technically, but technically, today is the day that a year ago, actually was the 5th, but we're celebrating it today because that's what it said on my documents. But anyway, I digressed. Today, a year ago, I decided to do this YouTube channel around two things that I really care about, which is project management and personal development. These are the things that I've been studying over my years. And today is really like, to me, I'm considering my first official year in actually doing this. So I thought, well, how about to make this fun and interesting to see how far I've come to where I'm at currently now in a year? How about we remix the very first video that was put on this channel, which is entitled, Why Do You Want to Be a Project Manager? Chipper chip remix. I don't know why I did it. It just sounded good, family. Again, why do you want to be a project manager? Wait for it. Chipper chipper remix. Um, as you know, family, I have an 8 point framework. In these 8 points, I'm going to unpack today's title. Again, if you're new to the channel, I go by the name of ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, we don't want to make it complicated or even hard. It just means Ed. What I love about today, though, family, is very special to me, is because in anything in life, if you decide to go after this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management, it shows you basically what I'm showing you is basically a progression. What is a progression? Meaning that this happens step by step. This does not happen overnight, or it's sort of like some of the boot camps out there that I've heard that you can get your PMP or your CAPM in 48 hours, or I should say, be ready to take the test in 48 hours. If you have no experience, you know nothing about project management, you don't even know how to spell project management. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. But the point I'm trying to make, family, is important that we understand some of the reasons why you do want to be a project manager, because you do. All right, let's get into these 8 points. First point, to enhance decision making. One of the things I have to say, and again, to enhance decision making, one of the things I have to say, I have to admit, I have to commit, is the fact that as being a project manager, you get a chance to exercise your decision making. What do you mean, ED? See, in project management, it really truly sharpens your ability to make informed and timely decision, because you do this by assessing the risk and anticipating the project needs. Here's something practical and something action based. Practice decision making in a simulated project environment or by a case study. This is one of the things that I did. I looked at various case studies before I actually got into project management, because I knew this was one of the key things of making decisions. Well, your stakeholders will turn to you and say, well, what do you think? What do you think we should do? And it's going to be a lot of times you get it 100% right, and it's going to be a lot of times you get it 100% wrong. But the thing in both of these is, what do you learn from when you do get it right, and what do you learn from when you do get it wrong? Family, the magnetic project management school is underway. I'm excited. March 9th, Saturday, March 9th, we are going live. So I'm excited about that. So stay tuned and check that out. We'll be putting some modules in there and just some context. So hopefully we can go live on that day as well. All right, let's move on. Point number two. Increase earning potential. Listen, one of the things, if you decide to get in this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management, one of the things you could do is take advantage of the field by getting certified. Certifications and expertise in project management often lead to better salaries than compared to your non-certified peers. For those who always ask me in the comments, and I respond to every comment, no matter how big or small, because I treat people that really want to know something, and if I have the information, I want to make sure they're set up for success. But a lot of questions that I always get, and this is to those that have asked those questions so I can verbally say them here, is that they always say, well, if I get a CAPM, will I be able, if basically both experiences, two resumes came in, both experiences looked the same, and one had a certification and one didn't, meaning a CAPM, which one do you think they potentially would go with? My personal thought is, I think they would go with the one that has the certification. And the reason why is because as a hiring manager, you would say to yourself, well, at least this person is taking their career as far as they're wanting to grow in their career. Now, here's the caveat: just because they don't have a certification doesn't mean that they don't want to grow in their career. But I personally feel that when someone gets certified in a particular area, they are saying that I am committed to this career path and not just interested. All right, let's move on to point number three. Point number three: to cultivate a team collaboration and cohesive. Listen, effective project managers understand the ability to collaborate, to create a collaborative work culture, as well as ensuring that the essentials for achieving project goals happen. You know, family, when you decide to jump into this thing called project management, what you want to understand is the importance of creating a collaborative environment. The more collaborative, I'm gonna be, you know what, forget, I'm just gonna tell you like it TI is, as my grandma would say. The more important, or the better the environment with regards to being collaborative, the better success you would have. Period. I have not, every time I've been in an environment where it's a collaborative approach, the project really did extremely well. Now, when to me, when I consider well, meaning that when a problem came up, everyone we talked through the decision making process, and then finding all different ways to tear down why this particular decision would not work, and then boom, we moved forward with the information that we had, and we took a collaborative approach. That's what I mean by that. I'm not talking about, well, all of us, you know, we're collaborating together and there's no real true output. I'm talking about when we're getting an output, when something happens, we come together. We don't start pointing fingers. It was like, well, that was your fault, John. You should have known that. No, 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 no. We're all this in together. If John fails, we all fail. So that to me is a collaborative approach. And every single time I've been in that environment, wow, did we excel. So again, just learning your team and building team strategies and communication techniques around specific project management aspects to ensure the success. So team collaboration and cohesiveness is going to be key. Point number four: personal. This is going to be different. You probably, what? This is why I say personal development and project management is is so much tied together that sometimes we don't realize it and we forget about it. But personal development and confidence. Point number four: see, mastering project management enhances your ability to organize, lead, manage teams. At the same time, while you're managing teams, or I should say leading teams, excuse me, you're boosting the confidence in your professional as well as your personal settings. And that just translates to saying that the more opportunity you have to experiment and lead and really grow a team, that a majority of the time they will not report to you. I've never worked in an organization. I haven't seen it yet. Not saying it won't happen, where the project manager is leading a project and then the people are leading. I mean, are his direct or her direct reports. The majority, 98% of the times, every project that I've led, I should say 100% because I haven't experienced it yet. There's never been a case where I had someone reporting into me in which I was leading a project and they were reporting on me. No, majority of the time it's always been that these stakeholders reported into various arms of the business. And so this gives you the confidence when you have to lead people that don't report to you. I tell you, family, the ability to be magnetic, the ability to have the ability to influence and really lead your team to success is, I mean, it's a feeling that I can't even describe it, because that's how amazing it feels that they have that type of trust, and you have to earn that trust, family, from your stakeholders in order to lead a successful project. Point number five: enhances career prospect. One thing about project management skills as of today, I don't know if it's changing, but project management skills are truly in high demand across various industries, significantly improving a person's job opportunity and potential career advancement. One thing I loved about project management was the ability, like, there's been areas that I would have never been able to touch if I wasn't in project management. And I mean, like, for instance, I worked in finance, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I wouldn't even learn some of the things I learned about finance if I wasn't a project manager. So there are so many different industries that project managers are needed as well as wanted, and there's probably future industries that are going to open up that project managers are going to be needed and wanted as well. Like I said, I was watching a LinkedIn not a LinkedIn, excuse me. I was watching the news, which I rarely do. Actually, it wasn't even news. It was a clip, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So just let you know, I really don't watch the news that much. But it was a clip in which they showed, they had, I don't know if he was the marketing director or whatever, but they were talking about the top 10 jobs, and project management was in the top five of future jobs, meaning that the concern of AI knocking out project managers. No, because you have to keep in mind there's a human element with project management that AI wouldn't be able to drive. Point number six, again, like I stated before, the ability to work across various industries are going to be huge. You have the ability to research industries of your interest and see if there's any particular project management requirement there. So you're not just stagnated if you say, okay, I'm going into accounting, then you may be stuck in the accounting realm of just working in finance. Because most of the time, I'm starting to see it more and more on different projects where the budget piece has been taken away from project managers in certain cases. Now there's certain aspects where it hasn't because of the how close the project manager is. But more or less, what I'm saying here to you, family, is the ability with project management, you have the chance to work across various entries, especially if you're somebody like me that really loves is a lifetime learner, someone that likes to learn information and watch this family, then take the information and apply it. Then project management is definitely going to be a field for you. Point number seven, you get to lead and inspire teams. For me, I love leadership. I study leadership. I actually live my life through leadership because I really truly believe that leadership is the foundation of project management, not management, but leadership. Because again, you have to inspire people that do not report to you. How do you get them to really believe in this project that has been handed to you? How do you get them to trust you to the way where instead of them working, and I'm not saying this happens all the time, but if they only have an 8-hour shift and you need them to work an extra 30 minutes or an extra 10 minutes because something came up, how do you convince them? So it really forces you to use a lot of different leadership styles in order to have impact in people's lives, in which I love. That's one of my biggest things. I love to have impact in people's life, especially a positive impact where it is a growth type opportunity. And it forces you to work on your communication. I always said if a brand new project manager was coming to me and they say, hey, I'm really interested in project management, what would you recommend that I do? I would say, I don't care how well you speak, you can always get better. I'll say, start your YouTube channel and start recording yourself. If you don't want to upload them, don't upload them. But this is an opportunity to work on your communication. Point number eight, you have to understand and meet customer needs. Again, because of this, how versatile project management is, you do have to understand your customer. That's why I'm so big on customer service. I'm even going to write a book around customer service because to me, I truly believe that when something is a commodity, meaning that like you can always go and get any type of project manager. However, it's what they bring to the table. How are they inspiring the team? How are they actually protecting the team? How are they leading the team? See, these are not commodity things, because meaning that when you work on these skill set and you develop these different techniques, you're able to really help the customer needs, because you're trying to understand when you're collecting requirements from the customer, and then you lock those requirements in and you take a stance and say, hey, Mr. or Mr. Customer, this is what we got. This is what we're planning on going to build. This is our scope. So you tell me, is there anything we need to change? And it's that communication and that ability. If there is something to change that needs to be changed, then we need to follow the proper change management process. We can't just go out there, as they would say, all willy nilly. So again, family, being able to understand your customer in this thing called project management is going to be key. You need to be proactive with your customer instead of reactive. You need to be engaging instead of degaging, if that makes sense. So all I'm saying is, family, is just making sure that you are there to really connect with your customer. And my last and final bonus is drive innovation and change. Listen, project management can be a powerful, I do mean powerful tool for driving innovation within teams, organization by managing the implementation of new ideas effectively. I love new ideas and having the opportunity to implement them because now there's a huge learning curve, but you're not the only one with the learning curve. Everybody's experiencing it. And so it just gives you a chance to study different management theories and uh, practice really in real time your project management skill sets. If you don't remember anything else, I want to close with these three remarks here so you can recall what we just discussed. First one, project management having the ability to work across industries, meaning project management is a transferable skill. It is a transferable skill across various industries, offering flexibility and a shift to your career. Point number two, the ability to cultivate and collaborate as well as having a cohesion with the team. Family is nothing more important than having a cohesion and a collaborative approach with your team. There's probably going to be stakeholders that you don't get along with, that you can't connect with, but those that you do connect with and that you do have an opportunity to grow with, invest more time with them. And the ones that you don't connect with and you don't, hey, just understand at the end of the day, we're all still here to get a certain outcome and making sure that this project is on time, under budget, within scope, as well as meeting good quality. So don't I know I hate to use this because sometimes I get frustrated when people do it, but seriously, family, the question I ask you, will it matter in 5 years? And it probably won't, meaning that the stakeholders that are difficult to work with, they will be difficult to work with. But I do challenge you this and let you know this. Eventually, you will be able to get around some amazing stakeholders that really want to collaborate with you. And point number three, um, the final point that everyone is excited about really is around the increase in earning potentials. Listen, because you can work in various industries across different industries, along with getting certified in project management, you have an opportunity to achieve different salary goals that maybe you may have. But that is subjective based on experience, based on the company and things like that. I'm just saying that reason why I love project management is because of how well it's recognized, whether you get a CAPM, a PMP, a program management type cert. The two really major ones from PMI that I really look at, and maybe the third one is ACP, but CAPM, PMP, and PMI AC. I said PMI, ACP. Those are the three that I really focus on a lot and always pushing people towards. I'm actually going to probably study and take my ACP because of the fact I know how important it is to have that certification and continue to work on learning more about Agile. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Again, happy anniversary to us. I appreciate you guys that have been tuning in with me, or as they say, my day ones. I truly appreciate it because you don't understand, nor should you care, the energy and everything that goes in and putting these together and ensuring that you guys have a great experience when you come in here and want to learn anything about project management or personal development, that I'm your guy. I'm the go-to person that you come to make sure that this happens. So until next time, I'm out.